Welcome, Cancer, to the Five Clears Tarot. Sam here with your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus reading for whenever the video catches your feed. So I meditated and pre-shuffled over your cards, and I decided to have Spirit choose the cards before getting on camera because the videos have been running a little too long. And I personally like watching videos that are 15 minutes and under, so I figured I'd keep my videos down to that. There were a couple of messages during your pre-shuffle and your meditation. Someone's spying on you, Cancer. So your social medias are being trolled, and also people asking questions about you, trying to figure out what you're doing. And then the tower came out. So you either had a tower moment where something you were afraid of happened, or you're going to have a tower moment. But don't be afraid, Cancer, because tower moments are great ways of forcing us to align and reassess. Okay? It's something that you had to give attention to and you weren't, so the universe forced it. All right, so we're going to start with these 5 oracle cards. Truths, clarity, heightened intuition, seeing things. So some of you may have that sight where you can see into the spiritual vibration, or some of you have to listen to your intuition. Okay, very important, because something's going to become clear to you. In their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing. Yeah, that's gonna be a peace disruptor, being in your head and overthinking things. You have to remember that worrying doesn't change the outcome of anything. But what you can do is live in the present moment, and that will restore your peace. Ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. So if we're too proud to beg, no. We can go ahead and ask for help and delegate responsibilities throughout your workday, your home life. It's super important because you have to take care of your health. You have to take care of yourself, right? And if you're not getting your needs met, then something has to be realigned and reassessed. And that could be the tower moment that's coming in, right? Something that you're forced to deal with. Then we have fear. Wow, I said that before. Fear. This energy has to be addressed, definitely. Has to be worked on. There's an internal fear of something happening, which could be you actually manifesting that tower moment if you're too fearful of something that you are expecting to happen. And if you're expecting to happen and it's in your vibration and you're constantly thinking about it because you're in your head about it, then you're going to make it happen, right? So this fear has to be addressed. There's a secret coming out, something that you may be afraid of, but it could be a secret of yours that you're afraid that comes out, as it could also very well be a secret of someone else. And then we have winter. Take care of your needs. This is funny how take care of your needs and ask for your needs to be met. Some of you may be going through a situation where you're not feeling seen or heard, and that has to be taken care of. Okay, super important in our relationships, whether they're platonic or work life or romantic, that our needs are met, that we feel seen and heard. So if you're not feeling that way, it's time to address it, Cancer. Remember, these readings are general, so if it doesn't resonate with you now, it's okay. Save the video. You can watch it at a later date and it may resonate then. But if it does, drop a comment, an emoji if you don't feel like commenting. But definitely subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up so the channel could continue to grow. And feel free to share the video with someone you feel may benefit from it. So we're going to go ahead and drop the tarot, thanking Source, Creator of the universe, the archangels, angels, ascended master, spirit guides, and ancestors for guiding us. Those 4 stay down. So we're going to start with those 4. Here we have Eight of Cups, emotionally walking away from a situation. So the energy I'm actually feeling is that you've already emotionally detached from that. Wow. And here we go again. So you're going to be going from removing yourself from a situation. And this Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords is the same thing. This is you going toward peace, right? I said something about worrying disrupts your peace. So this is a goal you have in mind. Some of you are in high distress mode, feeling very what's the word? Feeling impotent, feeling like you can't get out of this situation. But the clarity is gonna come through. It's gonna come through. Here we have Ten of Cups. Some of you are married or in a relationship, that this is the situation where you're not feeling seen or heard. And all you want is that rainbow, that happy ending, that wonderful satisfaction, emotional satisfaction. And you have to see the situation, Cancer, from a different perspective here with that Hangman energy. Wow, a lot of your cards. Look at that. These stayed back. We're going to take them. So yeah, so you have to go ahead and start looking at this from a different perspective. Now, those of you that have emotionally walked away from this relationship, you got to give yourself some pause. You got to give yourself some time to heal. Don't jump into another relationship. There you go. Some of you are interested in another relationship. And then we have the Death card of Scorpio. So you may be dealing with a Scorpio or have Scorpion placements. But here with the Death card, this transition, this change that's going to be happening for you emotionally, it's going to feel very painful at first, because it's going to feel like your heart's been ripped out. See how her rib cage here is exposed? And that's the energy that they're giving me. It's going to be very difficult, but it's plausible. You can do it. You're going to get through it. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. This is someone you have a very long history with. Doesn't necessarily have to be relationship, emotionally, entwined with someone. But this is someone that you definitely have a relationship, a history with. And the Ace of Pentacles. There's a new beginning here. And the Pentacles denotes the winter. And what do we have here? The winter. So coming from here to the winter is this change. The change that's coming where you're going to assess. You're going to get that clarity and get out of your head. And then you have the Sun card of Leo. Some of you may be dealing with a Leo. Here you have the Sun card. And the Sun card is one of the best cards, if not the best card in the tarot. Because this is clarity. You're going to be understanding what's happening here. Some of you may be planning a family, or are already pregnant. But it's about honoring your true self, Leo. Oh, I said Leo. No, Cancer. It's about honoring your true self. The Empress, that's pregnancy again. Judgment, the Star, wish fulfillment. So here with that Judgment card, you're being pulled to address the situation, Cancer. You don't want to continue shoving it under the rug anymore. You're being pulled to talk about it and address it. You're being pulled to be heard and be seen. You want your needs met. This Empress has something to do with a child. This problem you're going through, whatever the situation is that's affecting you, may have to do with a child for some of you. There's that clarity, the King of Swords, and then the Knight of Swords. Wow. So you may receive a message, some type of communication that's going to give you the clarity you need, Cancer. Okay? And oh, wow. Lots of thinking here, lots of in your head. My goodness, you don't stop thinking. You're ruminating in your head constantly. The King of Swords here. So we have two kings here. Now this deck has two kings, two queens. So here, the King of Swords, it's almost kind of like there's two bosses in this relationship. This turned into I wouldn't say a love reading, but it's a reading about relationships. It could be, again, platonic work or your family or romantic. But there's too many captains on this ship. There's a push and a pull here. Some of you see something clearly, and some of you want to mend and fix things here because she's holding a needle, right? So it's mending. One wants to cover up and fix the tear, and one wants to be like, nope, let's get this out in the open and let's fix it. And that's the problem here. There's some divisive energy here. Okay, so we have to, let's go ahead and confirm this. Why is fear here? Show me why fear is here for Cancer. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a fear of a loss of a relationship. The Two of Cups. The fear is losing this relationship. Why is I'm going to ask, they want me to ask an unusual question out loud. Why are there two kings here? Why are there two bosses here? Why are there, oh. Because neither one listened to the other. Everybody's in their head in this situation. Neither one is listening to the other. There's too much judging, right? The communication needs to be effective here, Cancer. It can't be accusatory. It can't be judging. It has to be effective. And how do we do that? What does that look like? More active listening to the other. Okay, more active listening. What's the advice you give Cancer in this situation? What's the advice? Oh, there's one more question. Justice. Oh my God. Okay. So there's got to be fairness here in this situation, all right? Each party has to take accountability for their decision making, their lack of being responsive or attentive or proactive. This is about doing what's right and acknowledging the truth and doing what has to be done. Okay, there's one more question. Give me confirmation, yes or no, with a yes or no card. If this relationship is in trouble because of a child, or there's a situation with a child. So does a child have anything to do with the disharmony of this relationship? So I asked for a yes or no card. So let's see. The Two of Wands. And that would be a yes. So for some of you, this situation has to do with a child that's causing some havoc. Okay. I would suggest writing down what you need to say, what you need to feel, what you need, just period, what you need. And setting some time aside to address these situations. Good luck to you, Cancer. Godspeed.